All right, what's up YouTube? Hey, I'm going to be showing you how to replace the PCV hose on a mini first generation R50 model. It was my first video, so bear with me a little bit, but couldn't find anything online for it, so here we go. This is going to be fast and easy, I hope. So it's possible to do it without removing the air intake at all. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it, but I did it, so I wanted to show you how. So the first thing I did was loosen up the air intake. I got 5 screws. You got one there, one down here, one up here behind the dipstick, and then one down here. You're going to need a 10mm wrench. The one I used, just a long socket, did the job for all of them. You had to move some wires out of the way, but it worked. Reason you need to move that out is because you're going to need some wiggle room for your coolant hose going through. All right, so my old one was broken when I bought the car. I'm going to show you how I did it using this as an example. So when I loosened that up, I started by putting this in. You can kind of feed the new one through here and down. There's a big cavity underneath here that you have room to kind of wiggle things around. I think I actually started by doing it this way, but once you get in there, I found that I had to kind of lower it down and turn it around. Now you might just be able to get it in that way to begin with. It's probably the better way to go. But so I could get it down in there, and using this cavity underneath the air intake, slide it all the way in. Now I'm giving you an example of it's obviously under behind there. So once you've kind of got it rotated around, you can push it up, right up to the engine block there, behind there. Now you need to get it around this oil dipstick, and that's a little bit of a challenging part, but if you push this part as far that way, you can kind of peel that hose around. Once it's in there, it sits in nice, and then you just got to get it out of this hole here. Let me see if I can get a better angle on this. There's a hole right here that it's got to come out in order to get down to where it plugs in. Okay, so once you get to this point though, you need to use a specialty tool, what I call a bendy grabby. So these are hard to come by, but you have to kind of stick it in that hole, grab the hose that's going to be sticking down and pull it up and kind of finagle it to get out. All right, once you do that, you connect that. At that point, this part's going to be sticking out here. You just need to route it around these hoses and up in. Pretty straightforward at that point. The only challenge was when you get here, this is where loosening this air intake becomes important, because you got to pull that out. What I did was just push this hose. There's a clip in there where you can see the hose is connected. Let's get a light in there. Can I get, okay, yeah. So you can see the hose goes into a little clip, and then the coolant hose clips in behind it, so it keeps it trapped. Okay, so when I pulled this out, I actually pushed the coolant hose entirely out of the clip, and then you can maneuver your PCV hose up into that clip, into place, and then put the coolant hose back. I'm pretty sure you can only do that if you loosen the intake. If that's not necessary, somebody let me know. But as soon as that's in, you put it all back together, you tighten your 5 screws, and you connect your PCV valve there. I took this clip out, which is easy. If you just push that in, that comes right out like so. I took that out just to give myself a little bit more room. But so that's about it. So yeah, you gotta take the dipstick out, that plug. Other than that, take out your air intake. Should be good to go. Thanks.